how badly, if you're healthy and able to, do you want to be able to get back out there and play and win?
I want to get back out there 2 weeks ago, so if I had the opportunity, I would love to go out there and play.
Just a quick follow-up. I remember all the way back to the first loss that you had against Tampa last year, and you told us after that game, I don't like losing. So how tough is it to have to watch losses happen and not be able to contribute in those situations?
Same way. Both tough to, endure as a competitor, so nobody likes losing at all. Do I? Yeah. Oh, also the Mets lost. Did not make the playoffs. So that's probably the biggest thing, that brought a smile to my face. This past weekend, they had the opportunity to play the Marlins to clinch a playoff spot, but they lost, and so did the Reds. So I hope you guys have been watching the Dodgers. I have, and Charlie has too, because his team is not in the playoffs. Oh, yeah, he already lost. Yeah, coming soon. It'll most definitely be coming soon. He has not. He has not. He lost. He lost last year when the Dodgers beat the Mets. He lost this year when the Mets didn't make the playoffs. He is. So, obviously, California. Yeah, please, it is. Back to it, though.
I don't know how we follow that one. You are an LA guy. Like, what would it mean?
I'm from the Inland Empire.
Okay, there you go. But what would it mean for you to go back out there and play a game out there Sunday?
It would mean the world. I plan on having a lot of people attend the game. So that is the hometown, and be able to play back in my hometown as a pro, it would mean everything.
And then as far as your movement and all that, Dan said he wants to see how you move and all that. When did you feel like you were back to yourself moving the way you want to move?
I mean, if you let me tell it, I would have wanted to play 2 weeks ago, but I guess in their eyes, probably this past weekend, is when I started to feel like myself.
How was it today? I know you practiced in full, but do you feel like you can do all the things that you normally would on the field?
Like I said, I felt like I could do that 2 weeks ago, so but I don't make those calls.
2 weeks ago, or you felt you could do it 2 weeks ago?
I mean, if you put your mind to a lot of things, you could do anything. So, but no, I felt good out there, and yeah, that's the plan.
After a game like Sunday, I'm sure everybody's got a bad taste in their mouths. How do you approach another road game against a front like LA's that can cause some problems?
Yeah, I think you kind of just focus on us, and obviously they're coming off a bad taste in their mouth too, so we know we're going to get their best game when they're going back home. We're going on the road, so we haven't played the best on the road. So kind of just focus on ourselves and go out there having fun and cutting it loose.
You guys were really good toward the end of last season on the road and had some big road wins. What do you think's been different so far this year?
I mean, each year is different. Even though it's only my second year, kind of figure that out. But that's kind of what the first month of football is for. More games are lost than won in the first month. So now it's kind of settling in, and, you got to execute at a high level, especially on the road. We don't have the luxury, even though our fans travel great, to have our home fans and be in our home area. But so, we got to bring our own juice and our own energy.
Hey, Jayden, I know you felt like you were ready to play last week, but does the knee feel better now than it did 7 days ago, 14 days ago?
I plan on going out there on Sunday, so yeah.
And you and Bobby are both Southern California guys. How did that kind of connection help you guys build that friendship so quickly when you both got here?
I think that's kind of the icebreaker. We're both from the same area. We both have the same area code on our phone. the 909. So that was kind of just the icebreaker, and then you kind of just figure out little things from there.
Hey, Jayden, you've been able to sit back and watch this team offensively. What have you seen from the offense these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, running the ball really well. A lot of guys are stepping up and contributing, even though, we kind of dealt with a little injury bug. So a lot of guys have been stepping up, even from, the running back room. You got Ben that's been stepping up, Yankoff, so all those other guys, Trent Scott. So obviously the biggest person, Marcus. So they've been doing their thing, and they kind of all just execute at a high level. But, yeah, we're kind of creating some explosive plays and getting guys back. So we'll build on from that.
Jayden, what did you maybe learn over the last couple of weeks when you weren't playing?
Probably say that, God works in mysterious ways. So I think he kind of had a plan for everything. So it's obviously just trusting his plan and, go back and rehab. And hopefully I was to get back to this point and, I get to play in front of my home crowd.
And then the offense going to look a little different than last time you were out there. Eckler's out, unsure on Terry, unsure on Noah. What adjustments do you guys need to make offensively to get back to that explosive unit you had last year?
Just focus on us and, guys going are making plays, me make throws and, we get this thing back rolling.
Jayden, just obviously watching the game from afar, when you're sitting up in the top of the stadium or being at home, was there anything that you maybe saw differently, not being there on the field?
Yeah, kind of being up there, being up top, you obviously see everything. So I don't really look at it from that perspective, like, oh, why didn't probably Marcus throw this ball here or anything like that. You got to look through it through the eyes of the line of the fire. So it wasn't anything like I was looking at it differently. Obviously, you see what they're doing, and you could say the ball should be going here. But other than that, I was just up there, just kind of just cheering on my team.
Jayden, how do you think you've progressed from last year to this year, even in the first 2 weeks that you were able to play, in terms of diagnosing coverages?
That kind of just goes with experience. You get some games under your belt, you kind of understand what teams are trying to do in different pressures, and you kind of just look at different things of body language, tendencies, and stuff like that. So I'm still learning, but that's kind of where the growth I took from year 1 to year 2, and I'm still trying to learn even more.
Take us inside the mind of a quarterback, what you're looking at post-snap to try and figure out when teams are disguising coverages against you.
I would say it just depends on the concept and where you think you're trying to go with the football. You got different keys as far as safeties. They say safeties tell the truth, corners lie. So you kind of just trying to figure out different things within the box and the structure of the defense. And obviously it ties into your film study and who the defensive coordinator is.
Jayden, knowing your importance to the team, if you're able to play on Sunday, will you have to be a little extra cautious to make sure you keep your health up, or can you even play cautious and still be effective and be your usual self?
I just think it's that balance. You find that balance. Obviously, you want to be able to be available for the rest of the games, but you got to be smart, and that's kind of what we talked about. Just living to see another down, but just know if the game is on the line, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. So that's a different circumstance, too.
He'll be better. I know he's